Hey everybody, welcome to another 0 Hour vlog right here on Superlative Radio. I'm glad you could join us today. I want to talk to you guys today about the elections that are coming up. You know, in Canada we have our election coming up the end of October, and in the US you guys have an election coming up next year. And elections are one of the ways that, you know, we like to think we have our little say and we get to do our little thing, but realistically what it boils down to is you really don't have much control or say over what goes on. You know, if you look in Canada as an example, we have what's called a first past the post system, where the guy who gets the most votes wins, whether or not he technically gets the, as I call it, the most votes. You know, if you have 10,000 people and you have, you know, 3,000 vote for this guy, 3,000 vote for this guy, and 4,000 vote for that guy, well, the guy who got 4,000 votes, he gets in, when technically he didn't get the most votes. He only got, you know, 40% of them. 60% of the people didn't vote for him. And I don't really think that it's a great voting system. Representational voting would be far better, and it would be nice if we actually got, you know, some more representational voting, I guess. Maybe it would give us more of a say, I'm not sure, but it's important that everybody gets out and they vote, even if it's just to do what I'm gonna do, which is basically throw my vote away, unfortunately, because I don't wanna vote for any of the clowns that are running. And the only way we're going to give our sort of our opinion on things and sort of show those in charge what we want is by voting. And it's even if you go and you know, you fill in the other box and write in some goofy name or whatever. Maybe you write goofy actually in the box, I don't know, but showing people that you're dissatisfied is the only way we're going to change anything. It's the same thing in the United States. You know, a lot of people in the US, you think your vote matters, it really doesn't. You guys have the Electoral College down there, and they're the ones who decide who's gonna be president, not the average American. You know, I mean, those people, they don't even have to vote the same way that the people in their districts vote. Like, it's crazy when you think about it. So when you really want to get home the idea of making your vote count, we need to start holding elected officials accountable for what they do. We need to start holding them accountable to their promises, and we need to start holding them accountable to their jobs. And unfortunately, right now, none of that happens. As an example, you know, there's the whole impeachment thing going on with Donald Trump at the moment. In Canada, you know, people are talking about the Justin Trudeau blackface thing that he did like 20 years ago or whatever. Holding people accountable for what they do is important, especially when they're in public office, and it's their job to serve the public. That's what their job is. They work for us. We don't work for them. We elect them to work for us and on our behalf, and that's what they're paid for. And unfortunately, they get into power, it's all about money with them. It's all about doing what they want to do. And it's not about doing what their constituents put them in power for. So when you vote, make your vote count in some fashion, whether it be in a throwaway vote or vote for the person that you think is going to make that difference. But when you do, and if they get elected, hold them accountable for what they do. Don't let them slide. You know, I mean, if they make a promise, make them stick to it. You know, I mean, the only way we're gonna get these changes that we need done and get the country the way that people want it to be, at least the majority, then you have to hold people accountable. You get held accountable for your job at work, don't you? I mean, I know I do. If I don't do my job properly, I'm pulled in by the manager and I'm spoken to or whatever on my day job. That's what happens. You know, you're held accountable by everything else you do in life. So they're doing a job and we're paying them to do it. Our tax dollars pay their salaries. And I know that it's, you know, that old adage of, well, I pay your salary and blah, blah, blah. You know, I know we really don't pay their salary, but they are public servants. That's what they are. And a public servant means they serve the public. So if you're serving the public because that's what your job is to do, then do it and be held accountable for it. So just keep that in mind when you go to the polls at the end of this month, or when you go to the polls next year, if you're in the US, or wherever you may be in the world, if there's an election coming up. Hold people accountable. That's my message for today. I will see you guys in my next vlog. Thanks for checking us out on our 0 Hour vlog today, guys. I hope you enjoyed your stay.